guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Bubby's Fat Loss. Today we need to decide whether or not to do an upper body day, so a push-pull day, or the dedicated shoulder day. And the reason being is because I found that last week when I did upper lower and then upper lower again, I was way too taxed from squatting to really deadlift heavy, and so that's why I started doing high bar again this week, just to give my lower back a bit of a break. But I still want to rest a little bit more, so tomorrow I definitely don't want to do deadlifts, which is why I need to decide whether or not to do upper body and then shoulders, or shoulders and then upper body. I'm leaning more towards shoulders today and then upper body tomorrow, but I'll think about it a little bit more. Anyway, I just took my pre-workout stack and I'm just waiting for it to kick in. I'm gonna do about a 10-minute warm-up on the bike, just like I did yesterday, and then get to it. Weighed in 97.6, 97.6 again. So I haven't really been losing any weight. I actually gained a lot of weight this week, I would say, but at least today my weight has normalized yet again. Well, I'm just gonna hang out on the bike. Alright, so the first workout of the day was the overhead press. We did 5 sets of 5, and I thought that I'd be able to handle 80 kilograms every set, so 80 kilograms for 5 sets, but I got really tired, and set 3 I actually failed at rep number 3, so for the last 2 sets I went down 5 kilograms to 75, and that felt a lot better. And so you see here, the first 2 reps go pretty well. I hit the third, and then I actually smacked the top of the rack, and so I totally lost my balance here. So I decided to just take a big breath and reset and get that 5th rep. Overall, I think my overhead press strength is coming back, and I'm very excited about it. And I wasn't feeling any pain either in my shoulder today, so hopefully that persists throughout the rest of the week. Second exercise was a seated pin press. So I'm sitting on the bench and just really focusing on my pressing strength, the speed, and the explosiveness from the bottom. As I said before, I use these pin presses to train my body to get through the sticking point. The 4 sets of 15 at 30 kilograms per set. I didn't want to sort of pyramid up in weight just because this was already feeling pretty heavy from overhead pressing already, so I decided to take it a little bit easy. Here's the third exercise. We did some upright rows, 5 sets of 10 at 40 kilograms, then to 50, 55, and working at a top set of 60 kilograms. These felt really nice. Again, I'm trying to keep my stack, my wrist and my elbows stacked as much as possible. I want them to be in a sort of straight line. But in any case, this is a really good lateral delt builder and trap builder too. Moving on, we did some dumbbell laterals, very lightweight, 6 kilogram dumbbells. I didn't want to go too heavy for this. I really just wanted to focus on the contractions. Didn't utilize any sort of paused reps here, just sort of touch and go. I do notice that my left is a lot tighter than my right, so my right's getting a better range of motion than my left is, and I'm pretty sure that's due to my shoulder injury. So in the future I may decide to do these unilaterally instead, so that I can really concentrate on keeping it nice and parallel to the ground. Moving on, we did some machine presses yet again.
5 sets of 15 reps, all at the same weight at 10 kilograms. And this went pretty well. You'll see that I'm doing this in a little bit of a different way. So I basically initiate by pressing both at the same time, and then I'll do reps on either side unilaterally. So I really want to increase the time under tension for both arms. So that's why I'm doing presses in this way. I actually use this method of pressing for dumbbell presses as well, but I didn't want to do dumbbell presses today just because I thought I would give myself a little bit of a break, and so decided to use the machine instead. The machine is a lot easier to use since you don't really have to balance a dumbbell in your hands. But in any case, this felt really nice, and I got a very nice burn in my delts. Alright, our last exercise, the face pull. Did 4 sets of 20, and the face pull here is actually sort of like a face pull and a high row at the same time. There isn't really a way for me to do face pulls at this gym, so I did the best that I could, really, with the equipment that I had at my disposal, but kept the weight light, 20 kilograms per set, really just focusing on contracting my rear delts, feeling them fire up. I could have pulled it a little bit further back, but I didn't think it was necessary. The range of motion that I'm using here is sufficient enough for building up the rear delts anyway, so that's why I didn't really go to my chest. If I did, then I'd probably be recruiting a lot more back, but in any case, these felt really nice. Alright, and the last thing that I did was some crunches on the machine. I did 6 sets of 25 at 40 kilograms, so I did 150 reps total, and on the machine it's super easy. It's really not very taxing. I probably could have gone a lot heavier if I really wanted to, but I decided to just focus on squeezing my abs throughout the entire range of motion, and not just to squeeze them during the contraction, but rather just think about activating them throughout the entire time so that I could develop them a little bit more. I noticed in my physique I'm definitely lacking in the lower ab department, and that's pretty much because I never trained abs before. So I never really did like leg lifts. I never really did a lot of sit-ups in my training. But I think in order to really, make my physique better, I need to incorporate a lot more ab work. So I'll be doing abs pretty much every day. Taking this very nice and slow. Again, I'm looking for some time under tension and focusing on squeezing the entire time. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button and let me know that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will answer them for you. If you want to get into online coaching, please email me at thebarbellbear@gmail.com. And last but not least, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, why not subscribe so you don't miss future videos? That's all from me. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.